Okay, so probably pretty noisy in here. I'm just going to wind up the window and see how we get on. Okay, so the van's just been for its roadworthiness test, DOE, MOT, whatever you guys call it. All passed, flying colours, no problem. Only one issue is that on the side of the van there are orange running lights. One of the bulbs was gone, as they thought it wasn't. It's just a loose connection, so that was all sorted out, no problem. We are good to go. So next plan is full steam ahead, get all the interior done. We have all the paneling. You can probably see behind me, some of the insulation came down because I had to redo the side roller or the side rail for the door. Now the problem with the side rail for the door is that there's been a little bit of rust where the holes were punched through for the slide rail bolts to bolt onto the side of the door. So we got that. I took it all off, sanded it down, primered it, repainted it, and then while I was at it, I repainted and trim. So the bumpers are done, the wing mirrors are done, the side trim is done, the rear bumper is done. So basically anything that was black is now colour coordinated to match the van. So that's a good bit of progress on the exterior. I suppose if you want to call it the exterior styling of the van, but still could be better, it could be worse. So I tried a live yesterday with the dogs. Now it was the new dogs' first time with us in the van, so they were a little bit they were exploring everywhere, so it was kind of hard to keep an eye on them and do the live. So we were planning on doing the live, but we ended up not doing it. So we went for a spin. I suppose we went out for about an hour and a half, 2 hours of driving. Once the dogs got over their initial apprehension about being in the van, they were both quite fine. Put 2 beds in the back, they jumped into their beds, and they basically slept for most of the way. So our two new travelling companions, Doris and Abby, they're Glenavon Terriers. I'll be doing some more updates on videos with various different information on them. But if you get a chance, you should Google the Glenavon Terrier. There are only 8 native Irish breeds. There are only 4 of those which are terriers. Everyone's heard of Irish Wolfhound, Kerry Blues, all that kind of stuff. But the Glenavon Terrier is one of the rarest dogs. It's very rare. Glenavon Terrier puppies born worldwide. And to put that into context, I believe the figure, somebody will probably quote me on wrong, but I read it, that there was just under 1,000 giant pandas born in the world in 2017, and there were only 300 Glenavon Terriers. Now those figures are, don't take them as absolute gospel, but still. So hopefully the reception is going through. I don't know whether there's anybody in, out or otherwise, but look, we just said to give it a shot, see how it goes, so I can get it fine-tuned and better organised for the next time we go on our little trip. So with the van passing the DOE or the NCT equivalent or the MOT equivalent or whatever, we do a roadworthiness test every year. So that's all gone through. So get the rest of it done and dusted. So we took everything out just while I was doing a lot of the spraying. So I'll get some photographs and some video footage of the van being done. Before and afters are always very handy to have because it gives you an idea of what worked and what didn't work. Bad time of the day to be doing a live, but again, this is more of an stream. So we'll see how we go. But currently we are heading from Rosslare in Wexford back home, so I'll just give you guys a view of that if I can. So yeah, we're on the N25 heading from Rosslare Europort. Camera's at a bit of a skew angle, so my apologies, but hopefully you guys will get an idea of what's going on. Again, there's nobody popped into the live stream. I didn't announce it, I didn't schedule it, I just said I'd do it as an impromptu. Bit of a trial, a bit of a practice and see how we're going. But yeah, it all is going according to plan. Oh, somebody's joined in, excellent. it's nice to be sitting here. I know the video will go up, and it will go up as a live, and you guys can watch it, but unfortunately it's kind of hard to chat, drive, the whole lot, so I'm not going to bother chatting or anything like that. But of course, if you're watching this at any point and you haven't subscribed, maybe you consider subscribing. Don't forget to click the bell icon. I know we've been very quiet the last while, but with various different lockdowns and projects, I unfortunately wasn't locked down as tight this time round as I was initially. A lot of the customers, a lot of businesses I deal with are all back open, and as a result I was very, very busy for the last, I suppose, the last 12 months. The summer's calmed down a little bit, so we're going to get back in, get the van finished and get ready to go for we're now at the very beginning of August, so hopefully we'll get ready to go towards the end of August. Our little trip yesterday was, even though we weren't videoing, it was really, really worthwhile. Got the dogs used to the van, and it was, you know, it was very good. It was useful. So I hope. Oh look, we've got 3 people in, which is kind of weird. Again, this is a completely impromptu, so anybody who's out there, hi, thanks for popping in. So we're currently on the way back, just checking the van out. Everything seems to be all right. I need to get fuel now shortly. But without all the other distractions going on, without Karen in the van, without the dogs, just to get an idea how it feels while you're driving along. Just see if we can get by some slow traffic here. The holiday season is quite busy, particularly in Wexford, down the Rosslare area. So there is quite a lot of traffic knocking around. Again, Rosslare Europort being one of the busy entrances into Ireland. Is Karen a distraction when I'm driving? Karen is a distraction whether I'm driving or not. My main trick is to try and get her to do some of the driving. That would be a huge benefit. That's just Ross there, just popped in. Ross, hi, how's it going? Ross is a beautiful little miniature long-haired dachshund named Mia. So big ups to Mia. She's super cute, so she hasn't met our 2 crazy dogs yet. But still, so this is where we're going. Give it a try. There's another camper just pulled over. One of the great things about being out in the camper van, even though we're still not finished, lots of people can still tell it's a camper. And there's another one pulled in at the side of the road here on the left. Maybe I might turn around and get the they're just checking out to where they're going to the Hook. They're from Galway. Well, they're Galway Reg, so Galway's on the west coast of Ireland. Really nice place to visit. Anybody who's never been to Ireland, Galway's a super cool place to visit. Wexford is fantastic as well. So here we go. Coming up to a roundabout. You can turn right and go into Wexford town via one of the main roads, or one of the side roads into Wexford. It's not the main road. We're currently on the Wexford bypass. So hopefully I'll get a chance to do a couple of more mobile lives. I think that a lot of impromptu stuff, a lot of questions that are just asked on the fly, gives people just an idea to find out if you're not from Ireland or you've not been to Ireland, particularly the southeast. And as we get further afield, gives up people another idea of how to of what camper vanning is all about, particularly if you're self-building. Of course, the beauty about self-building is you can design it the way you want to your needs. If you've got, as we are, it's just the 2 of us and the 2 dogs are going to be our main traveling companions, so we've only got the 2 seats. Some people might have 2 adults, 2 kids, or 3 kids. Again, it's all different ways of doing it, all the different configurations. That's the beauty about self-build. I know a lot of people who are very creative and handy and go out and buy their own camper van or van conversion. You're kind of stuck with somebody else's ideas of what they feel will be a general fit. But with a self-build, you decide, you're the one who sets the layout, the interior, the maximum amount of equipment you want to do, what features, what facilities you have. And of course, if you don't have the money to do it there and then, you can always do it on an ongoing basis. But while you're doing your own conversion, you can provision for expansion or adding things in. By doing something now might make a big difference to doing something, making it a lot easier in the future. I know there's a lot of people, I know one of the big channels, John and Mandy, they've bought a custom built motorhome. They've switched from a van conversion to a motorhome, but they've done a lot of changes to their motorhome, even though they searched a long time for a layout that suits them. It's somebody else's idea, and even if doing a van conversion, we do it ourselves. Only experience of staying in the van, being in the van, you may look at things that you wish you had done differently, or something that you'd forgotten, or something that you did that you didn't need. Again, all of these things make a huge difference. So hopefully this little trip will give you guys an idea of what's to come. Because of the lack of videos, I appreciate everybody who subscribed. It makes a big difference to us. It also gives us the ability to go live. And I think going live, I know it's a big long ask. And I know probably a lot of you will find the live a little bit boring. There isn't a lot of technical details, there isn't a lot of build information. But I think it's only fair for me to give you guys an update to see what the progress is, where we've been, why we haven't been on doing so much videos. That's all going to change now very shortly. I know I've said that a couple of times, but our trip out yesterday really made a big difference to everyone. Karen really enjoyed the trip, the dogs enjoyed the trip, so I guess that's motivation. Sometimes it's hard to get motivated, particularly in the current climate, particularly in the summer with the way things are. People are busy, lots going on, kids are off school, so yeah, it's good to get motivated, get on the road. And of course, there's an interesting one, a camper van towing a caravan. That's hedging your bets for sure. It's a little Volkswagen transporter towing a caravan. I guess that means you can leave a base at a campsite and still have transport. I know when you're in a camper van, some people say one of the downsides of a camper van, and it's not really a downside, it's just you've got to plan around it, is that if you go to a campsite in your camper van and you have everything set up, awnings attached and you need to go anywhere, you're in your vehicle, so your vehicle is your accommodation. Whereas with a camper van, or a caravan, you can unhitch your caravan and drive your vehicle off. I just don't like the idea of caravans. It never appealed to me. Towing something behind me, I prefer to be in what I'm in. So currently I'm heading out on the N25, head we're on the road towards Cork and Waterford. Yeah, so we're just moving along nicely. I'm actually heading back from the DOE centre where the van has just been DOE'd, so and of course again, as I said, it passed. So hopefully people will have a look at this live stream, probably find it a bit boring, and again I apologise for that, because it's not, this is more a plan of trying to get used to the live stream, trying to get talking, trying to explain to people what's going on, how we're getting on, and just giving you an update, so at least we can keep the progress going. Okay, so I'm going to be heading off the main road now into our place. So one of the things we were going to do yesterday, which we didn't, just between one thing and another, we were going to bring the drone with us and get some nice drone footage. Excuse me. My goodness me, my apologies. So hopefully with the drone footage, we'll get some more interesting videos out of it. One of the things I want to work on now is to try and get a channel intro video up and running. So there's a lad I know in Limerick, Dermot O'Donovan Photography. You should check him out, see what you think. His channel is very good. He's going to hopefully come up and shoot a bit of footage for me and get working on something that will be sort of an intro. So I've been on for 15 minutes now. That's all I really wanted to do. I just wanted to give this a little bit of an experiment to see how the live stream works, see what the connection is like, see what the live stream in the van, the noise levels. So I'm going to just end this now and I'm going to leave it upload and see how it worked, see what the audio, see what the noise levels and stuff are like. So for anybody who's come in and checked the live stream, thanks very much for watching. We'll get a few more lives going. I think lives are a good bit of crack because you get a lot more off the cuff, spontaneous stuff going, and of course getting questions. And again, the middle of the day is a really bad time for it. Excuse me. So thanks very much for watching. Hit the subscribe button, give us a like, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye bye.